Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode. Today, the topic is life path number 5, and this is a really interesting type. I really love this type because it has a lot of things that also resonate with me and that work good with the type that I am. But the life path number 5 has as the title freedom and discipline, which is interesting because freedom for me is really important, and discipline is something that I am really good at. And this type, when it's working in the negative, is not really good with discipline, but very good at the freedom part. And for me, it kind of works the other way around. I love the freedom part, but it can be a bit difficult to take that freedom. And when I'm with type 5s or someone who has a 5 in their chart, I work really well with this. It brings out the freedom part of me more, and I can instill the more disciplined ways that I have into the 5. So that's always a nice combination. All right, so let's do the quote. Individuals working 5 as a life purpose are here to find inner freedom through discipline, focus, and depth of experience. Also, this path is rocky and steep, so you have not chosen a simple life, so to say. So let's dive into this a little bit deeper. A friend of mine has a 5 in his chart, and I can just when I dove into this number myself, I recognized so much of him that I knew he has this number, and I checked this. I actually thought, yes, he is a 358. That's his type, and I looked it up, and it was spot on. It was his type. So with that in mind, let's continue, and I will use some examples from what what I've experienced with him. And obviously I've known him for a while, so I also know the positives and the negatives, the light side and the shadow side. So you are very adaptable. That's one of your biggest skills. You are really adaptable. You're really versatile. Mostly you have a lot of curiosity. You're open-minded. You have very effective communication skills. And if you are a 358, I will do a separate video on this. But then this is you really know how to express yourself as well, and that's a really powerful combination. You love risk-taking. You have a lot of courage, and you love freedom. That's for sure. You are a dynamic person. We kind of said that already. You are very optimistic. If you are living your positive side, because you have a lot of challenges on your path, and these challenges can kind of get you on a pessimistic path as well. But if you are there, that is not your path. It's maybe a period in your life. It's just for now, but that's not your true being. So you should take a look at that if that's what is happening. But we'll dive into that more deeper when we're going to the specific charts. So please watch those videos as well. You are very good at embracing change. You are a very charming person, and you have excellent social skills. So those are a lot of good things. Is there anything bad about you? Well, actually, I kind of have to disappoint you, but yes, if you are working your negative side, there are also some drawbacks. Yeah, but you are a very hard to grasp person. You are like a whirlwind that goes through people's lives. You have so much energy. You go through their lives. You are really good at engaging other people, and you literally, well, not literally, you figuratively sweep people off their feet. That's your thing, and your energy is very contagious, and you will get people to do things that they were actually not even planning to do. You are a really nice person to have at a bachelor party, so that it will go out of hand completely. You are a very fun person to be around. But also, when we have this saying in Dutch, out of sight is out of mind. Maybe it's the same in English, by the way. But you can be that kind of person as well, because you're really focused on your own things. If people are with you, you are really the caring type, and you take them with you on the whatever your name is experience. They will go on the, let's say, the Life Path 5 experience with you. You will take them on the adventure, and they will love it. They will maybe even be a little bit envious of how easily you can do this. But once they are away from you, and they also see the other sides that you have, that you're not the stable type. You can be a stable type if you have mastered the discipline type of the Life Path 5. But most of you don't have this mastered yet. It's one of your challenges. So this can take your whole life. You might never even get to it, because you might not even realize that it's something you have to do or you can do. But if you focus on this, you can master it, and you can actually become a very, I wouldn't say stable is not the right word, but you are a person that people can lean on. But yeah, way different than the 4. The 4 really is stability. You, if you are more of like in the student mindset and not the family mindset, you are a wild card, because you might feel unsafe for a lot of people, because they don't really know if they can trust if what you're saying is true, because you can. Today you have this feeling like, oh, this is the best thing ever, we're gonna do this, and then the next day you can forget about it, or you can cancel it because another adventure came on your path and you went with that. So you are opportunistic. It's not a bad thing. It's just that not everybody works the same way you do. So others, and I'm a pretty flexible guy with these things. I'm like, okay, I was looking forward to it, but okay, we'll see each other another time. It's not for now. Perfect, that's good. But if you if you want to have some more stability, you probably shouldn't make promises. I don't think promises are really your thing, because you are you really like that freedom, and you really want to have, at least in the beginning, you want to have all the freedom to do everything you really want to do. And there's two ends of the spectrum to how you can be in a relationship, for example, or how you can be as a person. On the one hand, you can be someone who is you want to be independent in every way, so that you are not dependent on someone else, which gives you the freedom that you can do everything yourself. But on the other hand, you are limiting yourself because you're doing everything yourself. And because you are limiting yourself, you're taking away from your freedom because you are doing everything yourself. So all that time is allocated to doing it yourself. And if you could let someone else do stuff for you, you actually have more freedom. And this is an important one for you. And the other one side of the spectrum is that you can get in a relationship where you will go, where you kind of feel like the victim, your freedom has been taken from you, and you're really curling up like a ball, and you're not living your true self anymore, and you might even go towards resentment to the other person. But one thing that you have to understand is that this is your path. This is a relationship that you agreed on. And if this does not work for you, you always have the choice to step out of this relationship. And I'm not creating this video to break up a lot of couples, but I think it is important that you are living to your type and to who you truly are. And that's important. I heard Bashar yesterday, and he said the question to him was, what's the purpose of life? And they asked two questions, and he came with the same answer. So what's the purpose of life, and how can you live your fullest life? And both answers were, be your authentic self. Just be your authentic self. And that for you is so important, because you are a really nice type to have around. Well, if I'm talking for me, I really like to have your type around. In a group, it's so nice, and in the one-on-one, you can make people feel very special. You can make them feel like they're the only one in the world. You have strong opinions, but you also have open-mindedness. So even though you're not stubborn in your opinion, so you are open to other perspectives. So yeah, I think you're one of the most, well, you might be the most flexible type. I think you are, yeah. There's other, but depends on which 5 you are, but you are a very dependable type. If you're, or a really flexible type. If you are the 4-1 type, and I'm not sure if I know anyone, I think that could be a really interesting one, because then you have the freedom, but you also have the stability from the 4. And those types, I'm interesting to see how those two mix together. But I'm sure I actually know a couple of them, but I don't know them in person. I only know them through the internet. So I'm I'm gonna have some more conversations with them. Actually, 2 people, and see what makes them tick and what makes them a little bit different from the 2-3-5s and the 3-2-5. So it's the 1-4 and the 4-1. Yeah, it's interesting. So let's take another look at some of your stats. I want to say you get bored easily. You're not the type of person who likes to sit around by him or her or they themselves. So you are looking for external like impulses, but it's really that adventure thing. But you can also be, for example, if you're really the stuck type, you might find okay, let's go back. You can go into movies or books or TV shows or anime. You can really dive into that adventure and forget about your own adventure. So if this is you, this is a way how you can experience it. but you, and I don't like the word should, because then you have to do something and you're doing something wrong. But let's say it differently. You would be stronger in your own power if you went out and had your own experiences and adventures and freedom, instead of looking for it in a TV show, for example, or in books. And you have so much energy. It would be really a waste to sit behind a TV screen, a computer screen, and just watch others have amazing adventures, because you really are the adventure type. You have to do this. This is who you are. And if you are not doing this, you're actually depriving the others of having adventures with you. So please, for all of us, go on those adventures in the real world, because I want to join you, others want to join you. Whereas I can be reluctant on what to do sometimes, you don't have that, and you go full force into the new adventure. And we need people like you to make things interesting and a lot of fun. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that I did not yet touch on. So yeah, in relationships, this is also, you can be the person who goes from relationship to relationship to relationship, and maybe even not even relationships, more like you're hopping from partner is not a good word either. We have a nice word. It's more like you're hopping to one night stand. Maybe that's a better one for you. At least in your teens or your 20s, this will be who you are, and this is what you really like. But the fun thing about a 5 is that they can be extremely loyal. And if they set their mind to that this is the relationship that they're in, they can be really monogamous. But if they do not develop those skills and that discipline, if you want to call it that, they will be the type that go have relations with other outside of their own relationships. So that is something that this type can do, but the most positive version, the most light version of a 5 will not do this. For most of you, this is more like a time in your life where you want to experience everything, you want to taste everything, you want to see, touch, feel, whatever, everything, and then you calm down a bit and you know what you want and you go into that. So yeah, your life is everything but boring. It's I think people that come into your life, they go on a roller coaster with you, and it's not everybody likes roller coasters. So there are people that will not enjoy being with you, because they, like the really stable types, they might find you a little bit too much, and you might have also noticed that when people kind of avoid you because you are a lot, or you can be a lot. You don't have to always be a lot, but yeah, you're a fun type, in my opinion. I really like the 5s. As a little side note, in the let's say you're a 1-4 or a 4-1 or a 2-3 or 3-2 5. I will go more into detail there, and we will focus a bit more on also a bit more on your relationships, a bit more on health, and we will also focus on your career path and finance. So that's a nice one to look forward to. let's see if there's anything I can still share with you. Now I think I'm gonna share this in the specific ones because I think that's more important for you. Otherwise, you will have a lot of to-dos. Yeah, you've gotten a general idea of who the 5 is and what the 5 can be like. And let's dive into the specific types. And I think those will be 2 episodes for the 1441 and the 2332, because those are pretty similar, but they have they're skewed a little bit towards the 3 or the 2 or the 1 or the 4. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm so grateful already that I'm seeing my numbers grow and grow and grow over the days, and this already sounds a lot. It's not even that much yet, but I'm really enjoying it. You're making me happy with these numbers, and also only subscribe if you want to subscribe. I do not want to force you into something you do not want, because I rather have a really like a follower or subscriber who actually watches a lot of my movies and that I'm really valuable to them than that you're just a number, because then I'd rather not have you at all. Because otherwise we're just stroking my my ego, and I don't need that sometimes. But I don't really need that. I really love to add value to you all. So also give me a thumbs up if there was anything of value for you in here. Much love, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.